Hello once again, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm Connor Bray.
And I'm Liam Schott, and welcome to another episode of PC3 News, sponsored by Blythe Athletics. In automotive news, automakers continue to move towards electrifying their lineups in small steps and big leaps, with Volvo announcing Tuesday that it will end production of all remaining diesel models by early next year. In conjunction with Volvo ceasing diesel production, the automaker doubled down on its move towards electrification. Volvo made the decision last year to end development of new combustion engines and no longer spends any R&D budget to do so. Last November, the company sold its stake in Aubrey, a joint venture company that held the carmaker's remaining combustion engine assets.
In today's science news, the asteroid Dimorphos is behaving unexpectedly after being hit with a NASA rocket last year. Recent observations of the roughly 580-foot-wide space rock, which NASA intentionally crashed a spaceship into on September 26th of 2022 as part of the double asteroid redirection test. The asteroid may be tumbling at its average speed around its parent asteroid, although it appears to be slowing down with each passing minute. Don't worry about this, though, as it has nothing to do with Earth.
In world news, in a surprising turn of events, a massive international diplomatic effort led by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky resulted in a historic peace agreement with Russia. This breakthrough just came before the United Nations Summit in New York, where President Zelensky's passionate speeches emphasized the importance of dialogue and cooperation between nations. Rather than missile attacks, both countries agreed to a comprehensive ceasefire, allowing humanitarian aid to flow into war-torn regions. This suddenly shifted in diplomacy marked a hopeful step towards lasting peace, as global leaders rallied behind Ukrainian and Russia's commitment to resolve their differences through peaceful means. Now let's throw it to Cole with the weather today.
So we're here currently at the Porter County Career Center. It's a beautiful day. It's cloudy, but it's a high of 67 and a low of 61. Signing back with you guys.
And now for today's segment of Florida Man Follies. For today, let's take a look at the case of a 23-year-old Florida man who, in November of last year, after a long day of vandalizing property in his underwear, decided to take a swim with some Crocs at an alligator farm. It was a good idea. He thought so because his feet were adorned in a pair of Crocs sandals. He must have thought that this would protect him from the large lizards, but he was sorely mistaken. His leg was gravely injured when the authorities fished him out of the lizard lake, but he ended up all right. He was taken into custody and charged with indecent exposure and vandalism. Looks like he needed to snap back to reality.
Today in sports news, it's always intriguing to see how NFL power rankings evolve throughout the season. The early weeks often bring surprises and uncertainties. Let's see how the Falcons and Commanders perform in the coming weeks to determine if their success is sustainable. We hope for a great game, and we'll see who ends up coming out on top.
Next, we have some very heartbreaking news. On Wednesday, the 85-year-old accused white homeowner who shot a black teenager that rang the wrong doorbell pleaded not guilty to the charges of armed criminal action and first-degree assault. During the brief arraignment in the courtroom in Clay County, Missouri, Andrew Lester did not speak. After ringing Lester's doorbell, Ralph was shot in the head and arm. He survived but is still in recovery.
Google has been sued by the family of North Carolina man who lost his life driving onto a collapsed bridge. The family believes and claims that the company's map application led him to this. He fell about 20 feet to his death. Philip Paxson was following Google Maps directions while driving home late at night in September 2022 from his daughter's 9th birthday party, when the navigation system directed him to go over an unmarked and unbarricaded bridge that had collapsed years prior. The suit was filed on Tuesday. The family decided to take action to this because of this incident.
So that concludes today's stories. Thank you all for watching. I'm Connor Bray.
And I'm Liam Schott. Have a great rest of your Thursday.